Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole Scaffey, and I work on the education team at the National Hemophilia Foundation. It is my pleasure to welcome you to NHF's Super 7 Storytime series. Super 7 is a children's book targeted to kids ages 8 to 12 with ultra-rare bleeding disorders, but everyone will find something to enjoy. The series will include various bleeding disorder community members who share a little bit about themselves and read a chapter from the book. Now, if you can join us during NHF's Pajama Book Lunch Party, please watch the party on our YouTube channel where Dr. Len Valentina reads the first chapter of the book. And please note, every week, NHF will publish a new video with a chapter reading from the book Super 7 for you to watch on your own time. You will also notice our guests are in their pajamas, and we encourage you to watch these in the evenings in your pajamas too. Now, with that being said, I'd like to welcome our next guest of the Storytime series, Chelsea Nabrit. Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Nicole.
Oh, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so excited to read this chapter with everyone.
We are excited to have you read the chapter too. But before you read the chapter, I'd like the audience to just learn a little bit more about you, Chelsea. So I'm going to start off with a simple question. They could get more complicated as I go, but I'm going to start off nice and easy. What state are you from, Chelsea?
I am from Georgia. Georgia is the peach state. So we grow peaches here.
Oh, I love it. I love Georgia. I love peaches. And I even have a little sister named Georgia. So I love everything about Georgia's.
Awesome.
Now, if you're comfortable, do you mind sharing your community affiliation with us, Chelsea?
Sure. I have platelet storage pool disorder. I was diagnosed at the age of 7. And so sometimes my platelets just don't function that well. And I bruise easily, have heavy cycles, and I have really bad nosebleeds from time to time.
Wow, so you definitely can relate to the book a little bit, huh?
Yes, for sure.
Wow, well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Next, super serious, important question. What is your favorite food and or snack?
My favorite food and snack is pizza. Who does not love pizza? And you've got to have some chips to go with it.
That's fair enough. But my follow-up question is there anything that goes on that pizza to make it a bit more fun?
Of course, you have to have pineapples, gotta have the pepperoni, gotta have your cheese, and have some chips like some Cheetos with it. Why not?
Would you ever put the chips or the Cheetos on the pizza and make like a super piece of pizza?
Of course. Going to the same place. Let's just eat it.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for indulging my crazy food creations. I absolutely love that we created this new kind of pizza.
Yeah, well, me too.
Well, with that, Chelsea, I'm going to ask you one last question before you read to us. Why is the book Super 7 important to you?
Super 7 is super important to me because I feel like I wish I had a book like this. As a child growing up, if I would have read this, I would have felt more comfortable with explaining my bleeding disorder to other people, with people from the cheerleading team, classmates from school, teachers. I didn't really voice what was going on until I actually had a nosebleed or a bleeding episode. And even then, I didn't really feel too comfortable because it wasn't too many people that had a bleeding disorder like me. But if I had a book like this, it would have been so much easier to explain it. So I think that this is a great book. It's an excellent influence, and I'm just really thankful to be able to read it to you guys.
That was just so well said, Chelsea. And I just want to thank you for sharing that. And that was just a beautiful, deep connection. And I really appreciate those words. And it just kind of choked me up a little bit. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back with it. But with that,
get back to me.
I would like to actually pass it off to you, since I can't keep it together, to read us the 10th chapter of Super 7. Chelsea, would you do us the honor?
Of course I would. Are you guys ready?
We ready. Whenever you're ready, Chelsea, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Chapter 10. After school ended for the day, I threw my English book and notebook in my locker. Reaching in to retrieve my gym bag, I asked Jax casually, "Hey, do you know this girl, Abigail? I think she's in our grade." "Nope," said Jax. He looked at me curious. "Okay," I said quickly. "Cool. So see you in the gym in a bit?" "Yeah, I better go change," he said. "Hey, Tanner, good luck, buddy. Hope you win. You've worked so hard. You deserve it." I blushed, and luckily, before I could respond, he hurried off to the music room, band uniform in hand. Our marching band doesn't have the fancy uniforms like the high school band has, with hats and stuff like that. Instead, they wear yellow and black striped t-shirts. Our basketball uniform is also yellow and black. My dad teases me that we all look more like bumblebees than hornets, but I like the uniforms. Victoria does too, but she also loves bumblebees. I hurried down the hallway toward the gym doors. My ankle ached. Coach Velasco was there, standing by the door with a clipboard. As he looked up at me, I made sure not to limp, even a little. 7, he said happily. Coach, I responded. Should I do it? Speak to him now. Then behind me came Jason's voice. Coach, you ready? His voice broke between you and ready. Jason was the tallest on our team, the skinniest, and his voice had been changing forever. You know it, 44, replied Coach Velasco. Jason put his arm around my shoulder, and together we walked into the gym. 30 or so students were already in the bleachers, some from our school wearing yellow and black, and others wearing gold and blue, the Cougar colors, I guess. Some parents were there too, but not mine yet. We went directly into the locker room, which was just inside the gym. Most of our team was already there, fist bumping and high-fiving, chatting as they got changed. Louis, Dom, Charles, Omar, and Marcus already suited up and were looking at Omar's phone. I peeked. In a video, a kid was jumping off the roof of his house and backflipping into the pool. Yes, shouted Omar, dude. They saw me, smiled, and made room on the bench. I set my bag down and automatically changed out of my jeans. Took off my jersey and my blood-splattered t-shirt, then put the jersey back on. The room was buzzing with energy and hope. My mind was racing. Play or not play, try or give up. Neither option was a good one. A few more team members came in hurrying, and then Coach Velasco. All present and accounted for, he said. Then he went on loudly. Now who are we? The Hornets, we cried. Who? He yelled even louder. The Hornets, we yelled back. What do we do? Coach Velasco bellowed. We sting, we roared back to him. All right, Hornets, you know our goal. You know our plan. You're ready to win this, said Coach. Have fun, play safe, and go win this thing. Everyone jumped up, hooting, and filed out of the locker room doors. Everyone but me.
Oh my goodness, Chelsea, that was amazing. And go Hornets. I hope the Hornets seriously win.
Go Hornets. I hope they win as well.
Are you curious to know what will happen next? Please join us next week to hear Chapter 11 be read by another Bleeding Disorders community member. And I want to thank Chelsea for reading to us tonight. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.